Guys, I just wanted to show you how to make an Arc server because I had lots of difficulty making this, and I tried all different kinds and all the port forwarding, everything messed me up. So I wanted to teach you guys how I figured it out. So what I used was Arc Survival Manager, and this is what I was mistaken before. This helps you do everything. It's like puts it all in one and doesn't, like, it's very easy to go through. So how you install it is you just click the go to this link, I'll have it in the description, and then click on the latest zip, and this should install it. So just download that real quick, and then you should get something that looks like this. Now what you want to first do is extract it, and then it'll turn into this. This is your Arc Server Manager. It is everything you need in one. So if you wanted to put it somewhere, go ahead. I'm just going to keep it on my desktop right now. I'll just call it a. So click on this. Here is just click on this exe file. Now it might ask you this. It just asks for, I'm not really sure why, but just, yeah. And then it asks you about the Steam CMD, where it will be stored, and you need to find a directory. So what I would suggest doing, here, I'll just close this real quick. What I would suggest doing is making a folder in your Arc Server Manager called Steam CMD, but you can put it wherever you want it. And click on Steam CMD, and then select the folder, and then say yes. Now it will be making everything, as you can see here. So just give it a second. Okay, so this will pop up. Your IP is right here. I'm gonna block it out because I don't want you seeing, but it should be right there. So just click this plus right here, and this will pop up. This is your server and all the settings that come with it. So you can just name your profile whatever you want. I'll just name it test server. This is not the name of your server, it's just how you'll find this config when you're looking for it. So this install location is where you're installing the server. You could install it on your SSD like me, but if you don't have an SSD, I mean obviously not. I think it runs better because it was like starting in like 144 seconds for me when I put it on my SSD, so I would just recommend that if you have one. So just decide for a location. I'll just look for one real quick. I'll just put it in the Arc Server test, select. Okay, then you can press install. I'm not going to do that because once you've set your location, you can start messing with these configs. Now this is a lot easier to use than messing with the configs when you're making an Arc server yourself, but it makes it so much easier in this little like service thing. So first of all, here's your server name. This is what it's going to be called, so I'll just call it test server real quick. And then your password right here, it's going to be some random thing when you first start, but you can change that. Here's the admin password and then spectator password. I'd keep these ports the same. Yeah, I just keep them the same unless you know otherwise. So choose your LAN IP for your computer. So mine is this right here. And then after that, you're pretty much set. You can mess with these configs before you install the server. I would do that. See, I don't have them messed up, but on my other server I do. So you could just take time and run through all these and put what you've liked. It's kind of a little complicated, but it should be able. It's not that hard to figure out. So once you've done that, click install. So this is gonna install it. It's probably gonna take up to around. It could take around 12 hours depending on how good your computer is, but for me it took around 30 minutes. So I'll just not install that because I already have one installed. So I'll be right back. Okay, so once your server has finished installing, it should look like this. So next, what we're gonna do is Okay, so once you're finished installing the server, this is the directory should look like. So after that, I'm gonna show you. So this is how you upgrade your server, or if it's like outdated or something, like a new update comes out, you just click this and it'll do it very quickly. If you want to start the server, just click start right here. I'll show you that real quickly. So this is what your server is gonna look like. It's gonna take around, it could take up to 5 minutes usually to load up. I'll show you what it looks like when it's loaded up. Okay, so you'll know when your server has started up. So you'll know when your server has started up when it says full startup, and then I'll tell you how many seconds it's taken. So also, this is what version your ARC server is in. So just to make sure it's like matches with this. So next off, we have to do port forwarding. So what you want to first do is put in Control R, Control Shift R. Okay, so you'll know your server is finished when it says full startup here, and then this is how many seconds it took to start up, and then this is the ARC version, so the version your server's in. So make sure it matches just to see if it's working. So next we're going to do port forwarding. So what you want to do is go into your Windows and go into command prompt. Mine's a little cut off here, but you can still understand it. And then you want to type in ipconfig, and then it'll come up with all these weird terms. What you want to look for is your default gateway. This number right here is what you need to put into your browser. So I'll just cut here for a second. So what you want to do is put your default gateway into your search bar, and it should come up with your router. You should know your password. It's probably something like password, or maybe you've changed it. But what you want to do is go into it. I'm just gonna like cut here so I don't want to like show anything. So 1 second. Okay, so once you're in your port forward settings, you want to, like, everyone's is different, but it's kind of the same in the same way. So you want to select your computer IP, and then what you want to do is go to custom ports. I'm selecting both, but I'm gonna need to do a variety, so I'll just go to advanced here. So select both, and then go to specific destination ports, and then the ports you want to type in are 27015 to 27820. Sorry, my mic's in the way. And then those should be the right. It won't let me add it here because I already have that, but after that, you want to put in another one, 7777, which is the Steam CMD port forward, and you want to do that for both and then add. I can't do that right now because I've already done it, and as you can see, I do have it right there is the Steam one, and right there is the ARC one. So once you port forward, you need to configure your firewall settings. So just go to firewall, and then you can click on this one here, and then change advanced settings. There we go. So go to inbound rules, and then you want to set a new rule. So then click on port, go to next. You can do this for, we need to do both, so just choose, I'll just do TCP. So 27015 to 2720. And then there we go, next, and allow connection. And then you can choose this. I usually just select all, but then I'll click cancel because I've already done this. So you just do that, and then set a new rule for another port. So you'll need to do the TCP for the 27015 thing, but since I've already done it, I'm not going to do it. So now you do TCP and UTP for Steam, so 7777, and click next, click allow connection, and then you can select this. Now these are mine right here, all these ports. I just selected them as UDP and TCP too, and you can see that 7777 and 2 yeah, you can see that. So that's firewall settings. So once you've done all that, you should be able to access your server. If something went wrong, just put it in the comments below and I'll see if I can fix it. So just bring up your Steam servers. How you do this is you go to Steam, then you go to view, and then click servers, and it pops up like this. So you could go through Arc, but it seems like Arc's always hard to like get through, and I don't really like doing it that way. So just sort the servers from in alphabetical order and find yours. Mine is called Snatrick, as you can see right there. It's Snatrick. I don't know, it's just a name I thought of. Anyway, you can just look for it right here, There it is. It is working correctly. I can show you proof on connection, so just give me a second. Survival Evolved here, showing you these unofficial servers. I'm just gonna put show password protection on because it'll be easy to find. And then you just want to look through the servers real quick, put it in alphabetical order to see it easier. And then there we go, Snatrick is right there, easy to find. And then I'm just gonna put in my password real quick right here. And then I'm just gonna time lapse real quick to show you that it does work. Okay, so as you guys can see here, the server is working just fine. Everything's working perfectly. Yeah, if you guys want to comment below what your issues are or if this helped you. So yeah, if you need a little help, make sure you comment below. And that's it. Bye bye.